Welcome to Toffee TV. It's Ask Us Anything time. When we get a few videos in with you nice people, we use the content. We'll always use the content. Owen's been in touch.
Hey guys, Owen tuning in from Detroit, Michigan. Feeling good after 3 consecutive league wins, 2 clean sheets. Hoping we can talk about the back line. Really dramatic improvement from what we saw in the preseason. Now a couple months into the season. Good partnership forming between Keane and Zuma. Hopefully Mina and Holgate working hard in training to push on those guys as well. Curious what you guys think the biggest difference has been. Is it just in the improvement of those players? I mean, Keane particularly has, really looked revitalized under Silva here. Is it, the tactics? Is it having the threat of pace up front with Richarlison, Walcott, those guys? Do we have to see them tested a little bit more next week against United? I mean, we'll be going up against Lukaku. Obviously, that'll be a big test for those guys. Yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts? Can we bring in Zuma on a full-time purchase? Do you think his French, reappearance in the French national team will be enough maybe to sway him away from Chelsea? Tell me your thoughts, guys. Thanks for the content. Big fan. Come on, you Blues.
Cheers, Owen. Thank you for watching us in America. Tell your friends. Tell all your friends.
Yeah, tell them all.
Tell all those Everton USA guys to come and subscribe to us on Patreon so they get the ins and outs of what's going on. Yeah, so what's the difference?
Manager. Better players. Probably that, what I've just said. I mean, last season wasn't great, was it? Let's be honest. It didn't start well. It got worse. It got even worse when Allardyce turned up.
Yeah.
And there was a mismatch of players. There was literally everything you could almost script to wreck your season. Kind of happened. Injuries as well.
Yeah.
And nothing really worked.
That's how you set your stall out as well, I think. I think, this time last year, it's around this time last year that Ronald Koeman got the sack. I think the project that he tried to create, it was too much, too fast with the quality he had, I think. Because I think, listen, if you've got a high turnover of players, the quality has got to be right. It's got to be good. They've got to all settle in at the same time. What we've seen last season, I think what we've seen last season is and I know we talked about this loads of times, but we sort of seen the perfect recipe for disaster. We've seen too many players of too little quality come in areas of the park that weren't necessarily needed. And other areas of the park that were needed had little done to them. So you look at somewhere like left back last season, no one was brought in.
No one, yeah.
So you've got a 33-year-old Leighton Baines trying his hardest to get through games at the top level. Obviously, in the end, he got an injury. No one to replace him, only Martina. We brought Michael Keane in when we probably needed 2 centre backs. We brought in too many number 10s. We didn't have a good pre-season. We had the European games. We had a lot of the top sides all in the first opening games. So there was a lot of reasons, a lot of Gylfi Sigurdsson with not having a pre-season with Swansea and then coming in not having a pre-season with us.
No centre forward.
No centre forward. There was lots and lots of reasons last season, and I think a lot of that was down to poor execution of the manager and the director of football, and it came to bite us. And then when Sam came in, what I will say about Sam Allardyce is, when he came in, he was there to do a job, and he'd done the job, and he'd done the job quite quickly. And then it was a case of what they would do now. And I think if Everton had still needed wins with maybe a month or 6 weeks to go to the end of the season, I don't think anyone would have disagreed with the tactics he set up with.
Yeah.
But because by the time we got into March, we were done. We were fine. So it was a case then, well, this is your team now. You're talking about next season. Are you going to move this team on? He brought Cenk Tosun in, who looked okay at that point. He brought Theo in, who was good. And everyone was sort of like, all right, What have you got now? Is your chance.
Yeah.
You said this is the biggest club you've ever been at. How are you going to move us on? And he didn't. And then fans started, when we played Liverpool, perfect opportunity to beat them. A real listen, at the end of the day, we're all used to getting beat by Liverpool. Okay, it mightn't hurt any less for some of us, but we're used to that now. So basically playing out for a draw, not throwing everything at that Liverpool side. I think that was where fans just went, no, we're not on board for this. And I think, you know, that's so it's not, you can't just put it down to one thing. You have to put it down to a lot of things.
Yeah, but the good thing is, you know, the owner identified all of that. He's been trying to get Marcel Brands in for a couple of years. That obviously clicked into place. He wanted Marco Silva 12 months ago, you know, at this time, exactly 12 months ago. And he waited, and so them two came in really prepared. They had meetings themselves. They knew about the squad, knowing the way Silva works. He'll have watched every Everton game when he lost his job. He'll have got all kinds of DVDs and looked at the players and studied the players, so that he hit the ground running.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they've done. And then along with that, they've shipped out a hell of a lot of players. They've brought in 6 who we haven't seen Yerry Mina yet, but the other 5 look real quality. They're all a level up than what we had, at least one level up. And he's slowly but surely getting his message across, and other people are buying into it. And the ones who weren't buying into it have gone.
Well, you start to hear, I mean, certainly from Rooney, you know, this week or last week, talking, saying, if I'd been played up front, I would have scored 20 goals.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not necessarily sure if that's right, because every time he played up front, he decided he wanted to play midfield. So they played him in for midfield, and he did get during midfield. I think Gylfi getting injured was a big part of him going off, and also how the manager used him. I just don't see the point in saying to a player, you're going to play for 70 minutes and then you're going to get taken off, when you could have gone, well, we'll play it at home and we maybe won't play it away, and be a little bit better tactically than he was being used. There's been other murmurs from other players, you know, that they didn't like the style of play. So I don't think the players were too happy. I don't think there was a nice blend of players either. I think there was bad apples in the camp, and maybe they've been gotten rid of now, or they've been certainly not been allowed to
influence
bunch together, and influence other players. And there's more positive aspects coming out now, and more just a general tone of things or feel better. And I think that comes from the manager as well. He's manager now seems to have a lot more of a positive outlook. So when you see players now, they've been, I don't know if it's forced, but the manager seems to have created an atmosphere where you look after each other. You know, listen, whether you like it, buy into it or not, he'll go to players and shake their hand and put an arm around them, and then the players do that as well, and there feels like a real togetherness. Whereas this time last year, maybe it was maybe a feeling of us or them.